Hi. Okay, so this is my history as a social studies learner. Um, I feel like I don't really have that many memories. Um, in elementary school, I was in Girl Scouts for like 6 years, so I have some memories doing some social studies things with that to like earn badges and different things. Um, I used to live in Frederick, Maryland, which is kind of close to Pennsylvania. So we went to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and we took a tour of the Gettysburg Battlefield, which is like the Gettysburg National Military Park. Um, I remember there's like a cemetery there with soldiers, and I thought that was pretty cool, just like being so close to that and being able to explore something that there was like a war or a battle going on there. Um, Also in elementary school, I was in the third grade, but it was blended with the second and third grades combined. Every classroom in the second and third grade was decorated as a different country representing all the different cultures. We called it the Culture Day. Um, Everybody brought in some sort of food representing one of those cultures. So there was like a Japanese culture and someone who brought in some sort of Japanese food. And um, so we like took the whole day and we went into each of the different classrooms and we read books on all the different cultures in each of the different countries or classrooms that we went into. I thought that was really cool when we went into like um, certain ones. We dressed up, like we put on the uh, Japanese clothing and things like that to kind of get us into the spirit of being in a different culture. There was music playing in the background as well. Another thing I remember from elementary school was experiencing the 9/11 attack. I was in fourth grade when it happened, so I didn't really understand what exactly was going on, but I just knew that something big was happening and that I was scared. The school was on lockdown and my parents were not allowed to come and get me. So I know before they went on lockdown, a lot of the kids' parents came and got them, but um, my mom, by the time she wanted to come get me, wasn't allowed. So I was at the school with only a few other people and my teacher. Um, I didn't really know what was going on while I was at school, but once I got home, I remember my mom and dad talking about how it was very scary because we were very close to Washington, D.C. and the Pentagon. And then also in Frederick is Camp David, which is a big place where the president goes every now and then. So it was scary to be very close to that. Just, I feel like just being able to remember everything happening on that day is something um, that will impact me forever because not many people now will be able to say that they remember what happened. Other than that, in elementary school, I don't really have many like huge memories as a social studies learner. In high school, I remember taking government my freshman year and I absolutely hated it. I don't know if it was the teacher or the content that was being taught or what, but since then I've never been interested in politics or government issues, even though I know that I probably should because that's a big thing. But I just feel like maybe it was that class that just kind of made me not want to be interested in it. Um, Also in high school, I went with my mom and we went to the Holocaust Museum. Uh, my dad's side of the family is Jewish, so I'm half Jewish, and so the Holocaust kind of hits close to home. While I was at the museum, it was very emotional, I guess. It was, you like, I don't know if you've ever been, but I got a card when you first walk in, and that has a person that was in the Holocaust, and at the end of the tour, you like put it in a machine and it tells you whether they survived or died. Sadly, mine died, but it was just a very emotional experience, but I'm really glad that I went. I've always been interested in reading books about the Holocaust. I think that it's just something that nobody should ever forget. My junior year of high school, a Holocaust survivor actually came into my high school and we had an assembly, and he talked about his experiences, and it was very eye-opening to hear that kind of experience from somebody firsthand. So I really enjoyed that. Also, just in high school, I traveled a lot with my family, more on like a vacation, not so much as like to try to help and stuff, but it really opened my eyes to all the different cultures that are around the world that we don't really think about every day. I've been to Honduras and Belize and Aruba and Jamaica and all these different places. I was young, but it still opened my eyes to different cultures. Like, for example, when I was in Honduras, there were kids that were 5 years old begging for money and trying to sell seashells on the side of the road just because that's what they had to live off of. And in Jamaica, my brother is about 2 years older than me, so I was probably 12 and he was 14, but we had people coming up to us trying to sell us marijuana, and it was just crazy that at such a young age that that's kind of expected from different cultures. And that was something that I guess I'll remember forever. Now in college, I don't really have many social studies experiences. I took an introduction history course my freshman year, and I didn't really enjoy it. Not that the teacher was bad or anything, but I just have never really been interested in social studies or history of any kind. I don't really enjoy memorizing dates and being tested on that kind of stuff. So when that's all that my freshman year, the history class consisted of, it was something that I just didn't really want to focus on and didn't really want to learn. Also in college, though, I've taken a deaf culture and a deaf history course. Those were actually pretty interesting because I'm a deaf studies major, so it was something that I actually wanted to learn about. So learning about the deaf culture and learning about deaf history was something that was actually really cool and kind of opened my eyes to a culture that lives in the same country as us, but that not many people recognize as being a different culture at all, and people don't really care about learning about that stuff and don't really know much about it, so it was interesting to learn about that. This summer, I plan to go to Italy and Greece and Germany. My brother is actually in the Air Force, so I plan to go to Italy, which is where he's stationed right now. But Greece and Germany are two places I really want to be able to go see while I'm over there. And while I'm in Germany, I really want to go to Auschwitz, where the Holocaust, where all of that happened. That's somewhere that I would really like to go and see. If I don't get to see that while I'm over there, I'll probably be a little bit upset, but that's one thing that I've always wanted to do, so that's something that I really would like to do. Just for the future, I hope that I kind of become more interested in social studies because I know that that's something big that students at the elementary level should be learning about and be focusing on. So I don't know, I hope that this course really helps me get interested back into social studies and helps me want to learn more and how to teach students how to want to learn about social studies, because I feel like that really wasn't something that happened for me when I was in elementary school. So yeah, that's me as my elementary through life social studies learner.